Okay, this little update, had a little bit of a rebellion, nothing major. I had this province break off, and then this province declared war on it, and then somebody declared war on them, and then, yeah. The reason why I'm so low in reputation is because I confirmed his, and his, titles when I made peace with them. So yeah, it was just a minor thing. It didn't last very long. I didn't think showing it would be a big deal. So we also had some culture changes. Baghdad, in particular, changed to Breton, and also Damascus. I didn't know it could do that without it being my capital like before. I thought there would be that big rigmarole before to change it without it having. I guess that they've got a trade route though, so that's how it normally spreads through trade routes or land borders. Now I think Damascus could change through land borders. Yeah. But yeah, as you can see, there's really no land borders with Breton to them, so I guess it was for trade routes. Also, Famagusta and Limassol are both Breton, and also do not have the heresy after a long series of revolts and stuff. So yeah, that's that situation there. I basically came on to show a little skullduggery I'm going to do. As you can see, the Byzantines are kind of been on the ropes, and the Sicilians are taking it to the Almoravid, the Tlemcens here. I keep thinking of the Almoravids. What is this? Macedonia? Whatever. One of the things I was noticing is that, well, the reason they're doing so well is because their leader is really good. He's only got one duke under him. But, do notice this. His successor is a 2-year-old boy with a lisp. And the 1 martial stat and 1 intrigue. Now, because his intrigue is higher than ours, even, it would be very difficult to kill him without trying. And the game sometimes crashes, so I saved it before I came here. So what we have to do is we have to kill the spy master. Failed, more discovered. This is going to take a couple tries. Succeeded, more discovered. Okay, so we kill the spy master. Notice his intrigue drops to 15 now. Alright. Now, sometimes it crashes when it does this. So, succeeded, but were discovered. Okay, so our reputation is low now. It's probably like 2.6 or something like that. 2.8, so pretty close. So basically we're at where we were before. I felt kind of, I don't know. I just felt like I needed to do something hilarious and awesome. So I killed the king of the Seljuk Turks. And notice, notice what happens when I do that. They get a bazillion troops back. So basically I helped the Byzantines like crazy on that one. So we'll see how that ends up. Maybe they'll actually make peace because I did that. We'll see. I don't think a 2-year-old boy is going to be able to hold together most of these provinces. So let's start the game up. He's starting to give away provinces. Kitty. Oops. Yeah. So, anyway, he's dead, and as I thought, they're starting to move. You know, you're thinking, oh, why'd you do that? That's why I did that. Yeah. Now the Turks suck. This was, thinking about it, it's like, well, why would you help the Byzantines? The Byzantines are a rival of yours. They're in the area, and, that sucks. Why would you lose that much reputation over that? Well, because I thought it would be funny. And that's really the only reason. The Turks will bounce back before the end of the game, and they may even take over the Byzantines. But, I thought it'd be funny to do this. Also, excuse me, Bosnian, the Duchy of Bosnia here, has broken away from the Kingdom of Croatia. Which you notice, the Duchy of Bosnia is actually most of Croatia. So, yeah, well, that's not going to end out well for our ally. And I chose not to do anything about it because, you know, fuck them. Obviously, I'm not going to do anything with a 2.8 reputation. But, yeah, that's one of the ways you can force diplomacy through intrigue. I don't use intrigue on a whole lot, but when I do, I try to use it on things that are important, because it does lower your reputation when you do it, and killing people is pretty much the only thing you can do with it, so you may as well take advantage of it. I noticed that when I started the game, they didn't try to murder me back. This is probably because they have zero money. Yeah, they have no money, so they can't try to re-assassinate me after I assassinated them. So yeah, and the trick of killing their spy master before you kill them is pretty much the thing that I've noticed that helps the most with intrigue. If you don't do that, if you don't kill their spy master and they have a really high intrigue, it's going to be almost impossible to get it to work, and you'll be discovered almost every single time, and you'll fail almost every single time. Before I discovered that trick, when I tried to kill like counts of like podunk countries to get their to get their inheritance or something, it took something like 16 or 17 tries. It was ridiculously stupid. When I could have just grabbed the claim and attacked them for less reputation than that. It's really dumb. Although I didn't want to do it at the time because I was like a vassal of Germany or something. Anyway, there is a reason to do it, even if you lower reputation. But that was just kind of a frivolous thing, and it helped me out in the short term by making one of my enemies vastly weaker, but it probably hurt me in the long term by making one of my other enemies, who, they don't like me very much, vastly stronger, at least for now. They're actually directly bordering me in, I think, 3 places, here, here, and here. So, yeah. Basically, what I'm getting at here, and here, wow, Corfu is right next to them too. That was just kind of I just kind of vassaled them in a lark. So this doesn't mean I'm on the Byzantine side. I have a claim on theirs that I want to take advantage of eventually, but I just think it's better to have them strong than the Turks. So, sorry I keep going off the screen. My cat is being a cat. Anyway, just looking around, we've got this purple giant here that we've got to deal with, and we've got one province to take before we do that. One of the other things we could do is, this is owned by the Telemkins, who are longtime ally, and now guy we don't really care about is taking over. We could help them out by taking this province. Eventually they're going to try to walk through our territory to get it, which, you know, I'll let them do. I can't stop them, so, which is dumb. I should be able to stop them. So yeah, now back to the slow process. It's actually not very slow. I lost a lot of piety from doing that, but because my piety was like 1200 at the time, and I lost prestige for that too. Because I lose 100 every time I do it. So that was 3 losses. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to doing that and watching my numbers go up and down. Well, not entirely unexpected. Make damn sure that thing is paused, because claim on the Canaries. 60%. I'll accept that. He was fairly old by medieval standards, so it's not like, yeah. And he was severely wounded a while back, so that probably lowered his health and all that stuff. It's disappointing, but not something that was unexpected. And we're beatified, so might have Saint Joseph. Okay, the 23 diplomacy. Alright, so the one I wanted in charge is in charge, so everything's cool there. Our traits aren't too bad. We don't have just, but then again, we don't have a lot of bad stuff that the king had. We'll probably get a bunch of stuff. Replace our bishop. That's Francis. Yep, he's the best one. This one. Oh, that bug's happening. I can't change the sliders. I'll be back when I fix that. Well, this is a not unforeseen consequence. Corfu, whoops, broke off. Which I don't care about. You know, whatever. One thing I did notice is that while I didn't think the effect was going to be that high, I basically broke the Turks. Yeah, they're completely disintegrating now. I'm not even sure. Yeah, they're at war with bazillions of people, and these aren't even their provinces. These are like, yeah, it's the tribes. So these are pagans, and like, you got these two, this, and that's it for the Seljuk Turks. And this. Yeah, that's Turks too. So, yeah. Who your leader is makes a huge difference, and that's why I micromanage my leaders as much as I can. Although on the plus side, I don't have any counts as vassals anymore. Counts don't do anything for you. They don't give you any prestige. So they're just kind of there as placeholders. Corfu was never really an integral part of Greater Egypt, Britannia, whatever. Anyway, so I don't really care. If I could have sold that province to the Byzantines, I probably would have. Which you can do, and you can do that in EU3. And I probably will. I'll probably end up selling Cyprus to them if I need money or something, because it's something that they want. I don't want to fight with them over it. But if I don't need money, I won't do it. You know, I'm not going to do it for no reason. So, yeah. I was saying earlier in the game that money doesn't really mean anything. Well, it does, because as you noticed before, I was at like 50,000, and now I'm down to 15. Well, this is because I give it to people for loyalty, and for building castles. And castles are like the most important building in the game because they give you more troops, and they make it much harder to capture provinces. I've also been giving it away to potential vassals this guy so far has not been very receptive. But maybe with my prestige, or my my prestige is lower, but my reputation is higher. It's like 2.2 or something, yeah. Or it was like 2.6. It'll take a while for my piety to go up, but I think, yeah, I'm a chaste, generous person, so my piety will go up pretty fast. I want to get rid of that. That sucks. Excuse me. But, you know, I don't have the prestige to, or I don't have the reputation to start attacking people for provinces, and I do want this province, but it looks like the Sicilians are going to take it, and I think that's the Tlemcen's last province. I'm going to look up where the Tlemcens start. I thought they started in, like, Morocco, so how they ended up being the big power in, I think that's Armenia? Yeah, it's beyond me. And I figured out how I got these guys. I had a guy who had a claim on the thing, and when I clicked a bunch of dudes, when I was making peace, I took these from him and gave it to this guy, like I did with Corfu. That's what happened. That's why my reputation was so high at the end. At least I'm pretty sure. I'll have to go back and watch their videos, but I think that's what happened. So yeah, that kind of goes to show you how much of a difference it makes when you have a good leader right listed. This guy might end up being pretty good. He's got the starts of a pretty good conqueror for being, 4. So we'll see. Carmen Shaw's getting their ass beat too, so we'll see. Basically, I went too far, though. Sometimes you just want to hurt somebody, and you don't want to cripple them. Like what I was doing with Venice earlier, I wanted to cripple them. I wanted to completely destroy their ability to do anything. But like when I was attacking the Byzantines, I didn't want to cripple the Byzantines. Well, what I did right then with the Turks was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. It basically, I crippled one enemy, and basically the other enemy is going to run away, and basically run away with the area, and basically going to be twice as powerful as both of them put together could have been. Unless, they gets realm duress and breaks up. Let's check. Let's see if he's got realm duress. He does not, but he's got way more dudes and way more things he can handle. He doesn't have any sons. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that'll last very long. Anyway, yeah, I've been building as many churches as I can because I want, churches and Templar houses and stuff. So because I want my my piety up. And if I get this guy's got a bunch of mercenaries because he's at war with La Rioja, which is over here somewhere in Spain. La España. I don't know where it is. I'm not gonna look. Anyway, yeah. I got high hopes for this guy. He's got less ability to hold provinces together. And I was wrong about the emperor thing. I'm actually exactly where I should be based on my intrigue. But I do have way too many. I know what I could do. I could give these away. Now I'm building churches in one of them, so yeah. And I'm in really no position to start attacking the Byzantines now. Not after doing that. So yeah, I'll think about it. Because of my low piety, my reputation probably won't be down very far for a long time. It'll probably be like, I don't know, like 10 years before it goes down all the way. I probably won't let it go down all the way. But, yeah, Basra is definitely next. The Byzantines. Okay, the Byzantines might attack them first. Basra is definitely next, because this is kind of a lost cause, and I'm not going to attack the Byzantines for that. Yeah, and Tigris is kind of out of my hands now, so this will just have to be attached to Basra. I want to keep Basra itself. Actually, Basra itself is not the best province, but the fact that it's on a coast is... I might keep... This is actually the best one. Yeah. Basra's not too bad. I think Al Nasira is the best one, but it's not even in Basra, so... yeah. When I capture this, I'll probably end up capturing this eventually, and then adding this to my empire. One way or another, he won't accept since he's already allied with this dude. But we'll see. Back to doing the thing that I do. Alright, it's been a while. That's crazy. I've done a 1.2 reputation after some stuff we did with a couple of minor revolts. You can see my prestige isn't very high because confirming titles cost you prestige. But this is the number I'm looking at right now. And that means we have enough reputation to go after a target. And that target is Basra. As you can see right there, that was the event that makes you lose stats. It no longer does it as extreme as it did before. Because, yeah. First of all, I don't really care about what my people's stats are so much anymore. I mean, yeah, if I had somebody really bad, it could just collapse, but I would have to get like an inbred, like guy with leprosy and crazed. And I've got plenty of things in place that can prevent that. So, there's actually a large castle here. There's a little bit more troops. A little bit more troops, just to make things go faster. Yeah, the longer you're at war, the higher the chance something bad happens from it. So, like events where you lose stability and things like that. So that's, oh dear. Oh, I accidentally told one of my kids that they were slaves. Oh, the book died. Did they? Okay, they didn't care. Those were Basra's allies. I was hoping their reputation didn't go down, and it didn't. So. This is another reason. Oh, ouch! No, we're gonna milk prestige from that. Holy crap. Where is that revolt? Here? Yeah. That's not even really important. Yeah, that's a good way to get prestige. Ha! Sucks to be you. I know what province I'm giving away. All because I tried to do some crushing. Bet it's because I wasn't recording when I did it. I was like thinking, I should record this because people like crushing. Well, I like crushing. I don't know if you people like crushing, but I do. So, I figured maybe some other people liked crushing. But I was like, nah. That's a silly reason. Okay. Fight the rebels. Who knows? Yeah. Cool. Oh. 1 gold. Yeah, I'm gonna take 1 gold. I wouldn't take white peas. I actually think I'm gonna take 1 gold. Alright. Give me your... No. Give me your Basra. I like how that's a higher piece value. Why does he have claims on some of my stuff? Why does he have claims on some of my provinces in friggin' Brittany? Right, give me this. You stinky... stink man. Guy who has a province that I want. Hey guy. Oh shit, he already got an ally. I want an ally with him. Make it easier for us to... Well, let's check our reputation. Should be... Yep. Exactly what I thought it would be. Okay. Well, I'm going to let our reputation go down a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to end this session here or not. I may. If I don't... Well, either way, I'll probably let it run to 13:30. And just pop in and out when interesting things happen. If I do end it, well, obviously it ends here. But yeah, we've made some progress, quite a bit of progress. We've got our Persian Gulf port now. We've established ties with these people. This guy now has kids, so at the beginning he didn't. So is in danger of just losing that altogether. We've broken the back of the Turks, accidentally. Well, we did it on purpose, but I didn't expect that to happen. Help the Byzantines, probably for the worse. Basically, yeah, and just make sure they're not at war with anybody. They are. I may have to capture that, just so that nobody else can get it. I should have did this, but I didn't. I don't know what's going on here. The Tlemkins have a friggin' province somewhere that they either can't get to or don't want to get to. No. Like, I know these are part of the Seljuk Turk, or not the Turks, but they, part of them, the Tlemkins. But they're not even at war with the Kingdom of Sicily, so I don't know why they could still be, why they haven't started declaring war on them and taking it, or why they haven't just accepted yes. Provinces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, the Canaries. They have this too. Yeah. That's probably what it is. And they just haven't gotten there yet. Yeah. Well, anyway, I got a lot of prestige for that. We're gonna keep on keeping on and trying to get our stuff together. Well, His Holiness has decided to honor our advances. So, well, not really. We just got a few more provinces. We were emperor before, so this isn't really weird. Yeah, we need the prestige, so jam. Emperor Brittany. I don't think we've ever had a king named Brittany before. I think that's how you pronounce that. I don't care. So yeah, Emperor Brittany. Yeah, this might make this guy more likely to vassal to us, which is good, because then we can pretty much immediately create the Duke of Basra title if he does. And it makes it less likely that our vassals break off and all that stuff. 5 prestige. Yada yada yada. I'm showing this event, not because it's important, but it might be important, I haven't looked at it. But it's because I've never seen it before. None who cares for the sake, blah blah. You can read this. Noble sister, I will share my wealth. We get the trait honest, we lose 75 gold and get 25 piety. Say sorry, I've given all I have to the Pope, get deceitful, and piety decreases by 50. Well, I need piety right now, and I don't need gold. And I'm not honest. Now I am. I'm just a nice guy, look at this. Forgiving, generous, honest, trusting, romantic. This guy's just at 50% domain limit. That's what he is. Yeah, 25 prestige. I think that's one of those events that pops up at the beginning. it's like you get money, you spend money, or something really bad happens. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on this. Make sure nobody takes it. They're technically at war with Prusa and Lycia, wherever those are. So if I see any of their troops snooping around or somebody else declare war on them, I'll do it. Let's put what's my reputation at? Probably still pretty high. 1.9, yeah. Well, this is the kind of thing that can happen when you're not paying attention. We lost Ruma to these guys. I don't know what to do about it other than nothing, I guess. I can wait for them to wait for them to offer vassalization to us. I don't want to attack them. I mean, I built up a 200 relation with them for a reason. I mean, they got so much of our gold that I think it would be silly to do that. If I had been paying attention, I would have grabbed it, but we would have been at like 2.4 reputation. That wouldn't have been good, but at least we would have been able to give away the title, I guess. And yeah, I just dropped the ball on that one. On the bright side, if they do accept the vassalization to us, we can just take this one away from them. And then we won't have to fight them over this. So we basically gain 2 duchy titles out of 1 duchy title, I guess. So, I mean, they can't get this duchy title. They've already got this one, but they can't get this one because I've got too many of the provinces. I've got half the provinces, and they've got half the provinces, so nobody can claim it. It's the same situation. Same situation here. Which I do want to rectify eventually. But Denmark keeps being too damn strong and too damn far away and too damn not collapsing. So, yeah. Eventually I get to that. Eventually. Maybe the plague will kill off a bunch of their people. So, yeah, it sucks. I don't want to offer vassalization because it will give me a buttload of negative prestige. So, basically just waiting, I suppose. I mean, they're less likely to offer vassalization to you if they don't like you, for one. They like me. They like me fine. We're not friends or anything, but yeah, I wanted to be their ally, which makes them even more likely to. Yeah, I don't know if they have claims on us. He's actually got a claim on the Emperor of Byzantium, which is weird. Yeah, as you can see, we put a couple of people from our bloodline into his succession, but nothing so far has come of it. Just we married a girl into it. Yeah, he's more likely to vassal to us as our reputation goes down. So maybe when it gets to about 1, he will. But you know. So now we either need another target. Now I'm looking at. I was looking at Malmafract and I realized it was still part of them. So I'm not gonna do that. This place is pretty good. They're independent. They're not strong. They're not part of anything important. But I don't have anybody to give it to. Maybe Damascus, yeah. I don't know. It seems like a waste of 1.2 reputation to me. But we'll see. That ends up. You noticed I don't have any money. Well, that's because I finished building normal buildings here and built 2 huge castles. And in Cyprus. I'm investing heavily in Cyprus because it's the only thing I have to invest in right now, honestly. And I know I'm out of money, but what can I do? Well, anyway, I'll be back when something else happens.